The year 1947 was an extremely momentous one in the history of India. On the one hand, India was jubilant at the hard-earned independence from the British rule. But on the other hand, the country had to face the crucial division into India and Pakistan. On 14th August 1947, Lord Mountbatten transferred power over to Pakistan in Karachi. That very evening, Lord Mountbatten flew back to Delhi and transferred the power over to India at the stroke of midnight of 15th August 1947. It was a time for celebrations. Mahatma Gandhi, however, was heartbroken about the partition of India into India and Pakistan. With the partition came a huge trail of problems. A young India had to deal with the overwhelming problem of 8 million refugees from across the new boundary. Many of these refugees had lost their families and almost all their possessions. Immediate measure taken by India, including setting up the Ministry of Rehabilitation, which opened relief camps to provide food and water to the refugees. Long-term measures for their rehabilitation comprised construction of new houses and living spaces for the refugees, fee concessions in schools, training and employment for those in service, land and loans for agriculturalists, businessmen, and small and medium-scale industrialists. The issue of integration of the princely states also became a huge challenge for New India. The cancellation of all British treaties with Indian princely states after the India Independence Act of 1947 had given them the choice of joining India or Pakistan or remaining independent. Most of the princes wanted to remain independent. They had to be convinced to join the Indian Union in order to make the country united and strong enough to withstand. Indian States Department under the Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel drafted the Instrument of Accession, which was successful in convincing 562 princely states to join India. In spite of all the efforts, Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Kashmir did not agree to join the Indian Union. The Nawab of Junagadh wanted his kingdom to join Pakistan. However, the people of Junagadh wanted to join the Indian Union. In the end, Junagadh became a part of India through the intervention of the Indian Army. In Hyderabad, the Nizam declared the kingdom as independent. The government of India was forced to take police action in order to protect the future of a unified India, and thus Hyderabad became a part of the Indian Union. In Kashmir, Maharaja Hari Singh tried to remain independent. Meanwhile, Pakistan invaded Kashmir, and the Maharaja appealed to the Indian government for help. Indian army was sent to drive back the Pakistani forces. Ultimately, the ruler of Kashmir also signed the Instrument of Accession, by which Kashmir also became a part of the Indian Union. Along with these immediate problems, India had to contend with other major issues such as illiteracy, poverty, unemployment, agricultural growth, and health issues of the people. On the heels of these surmounting problems came a tragedy which echoed across all the international borders. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, was assassinated on 30th January 1948 at the Birla House by a religious fanatic, Nathuram Godse. The new nation was shocked and thrown into mourning. Out of these challenges emerged a stronger India, which geared up to tackle the many problems affecting the well-being of its people.